We're live.
We are. Hi, everyone. I'm Jen.
And I'm Liz. We're
And
super excited to be here today.
yeah, we wanted to come on live to tell you a little bit about our upcoming Costa Rica retreat, which is our big retreat this year. We also have smaller retreats coming up, one-day retreats happening in locally here in North Carolina in January and in March, but we'll save that for another broadcast.
Yeah. So one of the things that we're going to do today that I thought would be really fun is Jen and I are going to take turns introducing each other and talking about the way that we got to be in this position from the best that we can recall. So we decided not to talk about it ahead of time, and just based on our friendship and our working relationship, what we can remember, and we'll fact check each other.
Yes.
Before we dive into that, I wanted to say a little something about the retreat, and that is the women that I've been speaking to that are interested in the retreat, that are sort of on the fence. Like there are people that are like, yes, I want that, and they're diving in. And then some women are going, I'm not so sure. And the reason is, do I deserve that? Do I
Mm-hmm.
deserve something that big?
Mm-hmm.
They're uncertain about gifting themselves something as magnificent, as potent, as rich as a 3-day retreat with us in Costa Rica. And Jen, I'll let you speak to this too, but I really want to invite you to step into that greatness. One, because you're the leader of your family in so many ways. You set the tone for the emotional health, for the frequency of your family. You're teaching your children how to love and nurture themselves, which you can only do through lived action,
Mm-hmm.
and that you absolutely deserve it. You deserve it. And
I also think there's something about investing in yourself that, you know, literally sends a message down to the cellular level that says, I do deserve this. I do deserve to be invested in. I do deserve to take time away from my family for my own betterment. And from work for my own betterment. And when you make the monetary investment in yourself and you make the time investment in yourself, something magical happens. It's a multiplication of energy, right? And you're really able to start inviting in a different kind of abundance when you are willing to step into the space of I deserve, I have enough, I am enough, and I want to be more. And so you take the time to do this kind of deep dive into yourself in order to be more. And that's it's a huge invitation. It's a huge precipice to step off of and sort of jump into, um, you know, inviting the next level of yourself.
yep, beautiful. Okay, so if that speaks to you, I hope you can receive the invitation to step into something bigger and greater, in whatever way you choose to do that.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. And reach out to one of us. We'll have our um, individual links in the comments. So if any of our retreats is something that you're interested in, you can just schedule a free one-on-one with Dr. Liz or I, and we'll have a little conversation about it.
Yes. Okay. All right, I'll go first. I'm going to introduce Jen Birchfield. Ta-da! Coach extraordinaire. Okay, so I know you have a bachelor's degree in
Mhm.
something like human development.
That's correct. Good job. Human development with a concentration on child and adolescent development.
Go me. All right. Then the next thing I know about you is you went to massage school and you trained at the Deepak Chopra Center in
Mhm.
California.
Ding, 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 ding.
And then you did more advanced Ayurveda training, maybe in
Mhm.
Africa.
I did go to Africa. It's so ironic, right? I went to Africa to learn an Indian art. But one of my teachers was there, so that's where I went.
Okay, cool. And then you began your coaching training through an Ayurvedic yoga program, which I don't know the name of.
Correct.
And then over 2020, maybe some of 2021, you did like 8 gazillion coaching programs.
I did. I just couldn't get enough. Yeah, I trained. I got my national board certification in health and wellness coaching. And then I also completed a 125-hour coach training that took me to the PCC level with ICF. So that was a lot of leadership training with Health Coaching Institute or Healthcare Leadership Institute, excuse me. And yeah, here we are.
Okay, and then I have one more thing to add about you before I add the interesting piece of information about you. And this I think is super cool for all of our listeners to hear, and that is Jen created, what's the word I'm looking for? You invented a massage and coaching offering. So it's a combination of body work, and I've received it and it's really powerful, and coaching. So it really enables you to press through something that you might be working through on the head level into the physical body.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're calling it, but that's amazing that you did that.
I'm calling it somatic coaching. Yeah, somatics, which is, of course, the psychology of the body. And then, of course, coaching. So we are having a dialogue on the table, but sometimes it's energy work, and sometimes it's meditation and visualization, and it's whatever shows up as being wanted and needed in that very moment for that individual.
Yeah. So mind, body, spirit, huge.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful offering. Okay. So the cool thing that I'm going to bring up about Jen is not only is she like amazing super coach in so many different ways, she's lived a very interesting life in that she has traveled a lot, loves to travel, and she's been to one of the places that is like big time on my bucket list, and that is New Zealand. She lived in New Zealand for a while.
True. That is true. That's a fun fact about me.
Okay, I think I got 100. I did good.
You got 100. I don't know if I'm going to do this well.
We'll see.
We'll see. So I want to encourage everybody to do this, to have a friend introduce you and see what your friends know about you. It's really fun. Okay. So the fabulous Dr. Liz Winders, everyone. Oh, wait, over here. First image. So Dr. Liz is, as you might have guessed, a doctor. She's a psychologist and isn't practicing as a psychologist anymore. How long did you practice as a psychologist?
Almost 15 years.
A long time.
Yeah.
Which one of the things that I love about that is that it gives you a lot of insight into, what might be happening underneath somebody's stuckness.
Yeah.
Yeah. But your work then took a really big sharp left, I would say, when you started to learn about emotion code and body code.
Yes.
And you became certified in both of those. And what Dr. Liz saw was that people were having these amazing results that she couldn't access through just counseling people. And yeah. And so what I'll say about Dr. Liz is that she is a avid learner. Like if I was going to give her a VIA strengths analysis, my guess is that love of learning would come up in the top 1, 2, or 3 for her values and strengths. So every time that I talk to Liz, she's taking another certification course. So You're certified in Ho'oponopono meditation. You're certified in, oh gosh, so many things. Angel healing. What else? Give me a few more that you have.
Medical intuitive is one I did a few years back. I'm currently doing, what am I currently doing? Doing a couple of things right now. The one that I will finish level 1 certification in soon is called the Energy Codes.
Ah, very nice. Mm-hmm. And you've done some breathwork certifications too, which I've seen come into your practice. Yep. What I really love about Liz is that she integrates everything that she learns immediately. Like it immediately becomes this sort of seamless part of her practice and her work with people. And for me personally, I several years ago, I embarked on my journey with coaching, actually as a self journey to start healing my Hashimoto's thyroid disease. That was actually right around the time that Liz and I reunited and became a lot closer and really started working together a lot. And her work, the emotion code, the body code work, was a massive part of my healing Hashimoto's. There was a number of different pieces, some that I already was familiar with, some that I was learning at the time, but largely the energetic healing, being able to release stuff, be able to release blocks, being able to embrace what was coming my way, step into abundance, et cetera, et cetera. That was a big part of my healing. So, and that is thanks to Dr. Liz. So, did I get 100?
I think you did.
Fun facts. I need a fun fact. I should have thought about this earlier.
No pressure.
No pressure. Fun fact about Liz is that she grew up in Florida and is like a big fan of clear water, but cannot stand lake water because she doesn't know what might lurk there.
That is a true fact about me.
It is.
But it is because I grew up in Cocoa Beach, a small town on the east coast of Florida, and the water was brown, similar to lake water. And I spent a lot of time getting tasted by sharks as a kid. They like run into your leg and taste you and then dart off. And that amplified the intensity around critters in the water. So I really love going to South Florida or the Caribbean.
You can see what's coming at you.
Right. Yeah.
Well, you'll do pretty well in Costa Rica.
I will. Yes,
yeah.
I will.
Yeah. So what else do we want to talk about today, Liz?
I think that was our goal. We're going to hop on every couple weeks. We're going to take some time over, I think, the next 2 months and really take a look at each of the main words in the title of our retreat. Right. So next time we hop on, we will be talking about release and what that means. Mm-hmm. And so we'll share more and more and more about our work together and specifically our Costa Rica retreat.
Sounds awesome. All right. Well, thank you all for watching. And we really want to hear what you think. Send us, put comments in the comments, share, like, spread the word. And we are hoping that we get to see you in Costa Rica.
Yes.
All right. Bye.